But someone said they couldn't hear me, so now I'm back with my mic. I completely forgot to use my mic. I know you guys can hear me now that I have this mic. Hopefully people join, because mind your business. That's what I was talking about on the last live when I got cut off. People always call me when I'm on the live. All right, guys. Here I am back. I don't know if people are going to join again, but it is what it is. Mind your business, because guess what? It saves so much trouble, so much drama. And I was talking about the whole Cardi B situation where that girl was recording her while she was at the doctor's office, the security guard. And that's how the situation popped off. Like, girl, why were you recording somebody at your work? If you're supposed to be a professional and you're recording somebody in the hospital, the GYN at that. That was very unprofessional. She should have been minding her business and doing her job and just saying hi. And that's it. Yep. You got to mind your business, because it's just like nosy people will always be in some kind of drama, some kind of trouble. You know, even if you're at your job, it's like I was saying, you could see things happening and you could just mind your business. You don't have to say anything. There's a lot of things that you could know and you don't have to say anything. Hi. I was saying mind your business. Hi. Are you hearing me better now? My day is good. I was saying mind your business so you don't get in trouble in life. That's what I was saying. Less drama. Nobody can say, oh, she said this, she said that, he said that. She said this, he said that. Nope. Nobody can say you said anything, because you didn't. You were too busy minding your own business. A lot of people got fired from their job because they were too nosy and they run their mouth too much. They want to mind their business. When you mind your business, you're cool. People think you're cool. That's how you be cool. They're, oh, that person is cool. That person is cool, because they mind their business. Okay, bye, honey. The person is cool because they mind it. They know how to be just chill. They don't go and talk everything. The person is cool because you could take them somewhere and you could have a good time, and they won't go back and say everything that happened. That's why that person is mad cool, because you could take them someplace, and if something happens, they don't go back and tell everything that happened, because they know how to mind their business. I learned the hard way. Sometimes you don't even have to give your opinion. You might mean well. Make sure you guys come in and like the live if I'm saying something sensible, but sometimes you don't have to give your opinion. You might mean well, like, oh, I don't think you should this. I don't think. Mind your business, because guess what? It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't. What you think doesn't really matter, because people's not going to listen anyway. People are going to do what they want anyway. So sometimes you just got to be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, and just really not give your input on anything, not give your opinion. Yeah, yeah. And mind your business. Don't give your opinion. You could be in a situation and everybody's talking, but you're just observing and you don't say anything. You said I learned this lesson 34 years too late. And why you say that? Why you say you learned that lesson 34 years too late? Make sure you guys like the live. Come in and like the live, guys. Stop just watching. Um, why you say you learned the lesson 34 years too late? Trust me, when you mind your business, you have a happier life, peaceful life. Nobody cannot say, oh, you said this, you said that. Somebody said, how do I know if I like it if I don't watch it? You could watch it. Nobody's not saying that. What I'm saying is just to mind your business. That's all. Because you could save your own life that way. A lot of the time something is happening and you be a witness and you be too nosy. You could get hurt like that. You got to be street smart. Okay, so you said you was a friend that helped physically, emotionally, and it was never reciprocated. I get it. Mind your bit. You have. Let me tell you, girl. You have so much peace when you just like mind your business and be in your own zone, your own world. You got enough problems. You don't need to take on other people's problems. So now that you're minding your business and you're just like whatever, you're more peaceful. Am I wrong? Now that I'm minding my business, I know that a lot. Notice people don't uh drain me anymore. Oh, I'm right. Thank you, hon. Make sure you like the live, guys. Now that I mind my business, I notice people don't drain me anymore. And when people start talking too much in the workplace, I just go and make myself busy. I really do. Whenever somebody keeps talking and talking, I just slowly back away and find something to do in the workplace. Also, it's very important to mind your business at work. Yes, life is more peaceful when you mind your business. Yeah, mind your business in the workplace. That's how a lot of people be getting fired because you be thinking that somebody's your work buddy, but that's really your competition. Always remember that. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too especially in the workplace. That's one of the places that's important to mind your business. Like you can know things, but you don't have to say everything. You can know what's going on. I know, but you don't have to say what's going on. You just keep the information in your back pocket just in case you got to use it to save your own ass. But mind your business. Don't be in the mix, in the drama. Just you want to the job to get paid. You're not a political warrior, equal rights warrior, as long as they're not bothering you at work. I'll be grateful if you donated. That'll be wonderful. But what was I saying? You're not a warrior or a civil rights union worker at the workplace, so it's best to mind your business. Know the tea, but don't be too in the mix. You should know what's going on in the workplace, but you shouldn't be too in the mix. That's a good one. And also mind your business too. Be like, huh? Quickly, whenever they ask your opinion on something, I'm telling you this. This is a setup. This is a setup that a lot of you guys fall for. You work so-called bestie, these cutthroat people. They'll ask you your opinion in the workplace about somebody else. Don't give your opinion. Say, oh, I don't know, girl. I really don't know. I can't say. I have no idea. I really don't know. Honestly, I can't. That's it. If they ask you for your opinion. in the workplace. It's a setup always. It's just a lot of troublesome people, manipulative, vindictive people that you're going to find. And remember, the workplace is a competitive environment. And what you say will be used against you for the advancement of the opponent. So don't forget that. Thank you. I'm telling the truth. Yes, I am, girl. I'm definitely telling you the truth. When you mind your business, everything work out. You stay out the mix, and you could have a terrible opinion about somebody, and then somebody has that same terrible opinion about that person, but just don't say it. Trust me. Don't say it. Because sometimes you really cannot stand this person so bad within your spirit. And this person irritates your bones to your soul. And this other person was like, I can't stand the person. All you got to, don't say you can't stand the person either, because that's ammunition. Just say, really? Why? That's it. Let them go off in a rant. You just mind your business. Really? You could, though you're not saying you can't stand the person, but be like, really? Why? And that's it. And after that, after you collect the information, just get busy at work. Trust me, mind your business. Do not get involved in whatever these people are trying to bait you, whatever they're going to try to bait you in to say, oh, I don't like Lisa. She's such a beep. You don't like her either, but you don't got to say that. You just say, really? Why not? What happened? Pretend like you have no idea what's going on, but you know exactly. But that's how you play the game. Because they can't come back. They can't go back and be like, oh, you said this, you said that. Nah, you got to learn how to play the game. Really? Oh, you said you wouldn't even say that? So what would you say? You wouldn't say, really? What would you say? Because they're gonna come up to you. This happens all the time. Whenever they have a situation with somebody else they'll come up to you and be like, oh, I can't stand her. Oh, you wouldn't say nothing? Oh, that's a good one. That's a great idea. Say nothing. Say nothing. That's even a better idea. I gotta admit when somebody's right. Say nothing. That's even better. But me, on the other hand, I want to just hear the scoop so I can understand, so I can put some information in my back pocket. So if just in case that person tells me something bad about the other person, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep it in my back pocket so I can use it against them later. Yeah, move to something in the work. You're right about that. But for me personally, I would just because I'm in New York and it's a very cutthroat environment. It's different. It's very cutthroat. It's a whole beast. They say if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So what I would do is I would listen to the person. I wouldn't give my opinion. I would listen though and keep that information in my back pocket just in case I have to use it against them later. You hear that about New York is very cutthroat. It's not a joke. If you could, that's why they say if you could make it here, you can make it everywhere. I tried to warn someone before about the cutthroat environment and they didn't believe me. They said, oh, they went talking, laughing with people, and they did not believe me. And guess what? The person got fired. And the person got fired. I was like, just mind your business. Don't say nothing. And you can't be too friendly either. Anyway, guys, it's Memorial Week. Not Memorial Weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. I want to go out tonight. I want to go out. I have my dress on. I'm thinking putting on my shoes. You said people will fire you over nothing. That's true. But the reason why they fired this particular person is because the person talked too much and they use the same thing I told you, take the information and use it against them later. That's what the other person did. Take that information and use it against that person later and got them fired. But for me, I'll hear them out and I'll put it in the back pocket. Thank you. Yeah, if they're talking about somebody else, they'll do it to me, right? Exactly. But the point is, I won't be talking about nobody to them. That's the key. You could listen, but without talking, without giving any input. You could say really and nod your head, shake your head, or you could just say really. I can't believe that. Wow, that's crazy. There's certain stuff that you could say in a conversation with someone without really giving you like, oh, really? Wow, that's crazy. Wow, really? Oh, wow. That's it. You're not really caring, but you're just hearing the information that you could use against them later. Remember, in these kind of environments, no one is your friend. So you got to have some type of ammunition against them. I want to go out. Well, what are you guys doing Labor Day weekend? Today's literally Labor Day. Oh, you said truth? Thank you. What you said truth about what? I'm feeling kind of fine tonight. I want to go to this nice spot that I like, but I don't want to run into somebody that I don't like. And that's the issue. I'm staying home because of people. Because I want to go into this nice spot that I really like tonight, but it's just like, I don't want to see somebody that's going to be there. Oh, yes. Okay. Exactly. That's what I used to defend yourself. Exactly. I wouldn't throw no one under the bus. Labor Day is like when you don't when you don't work. I don't know. All I know is people be having fun. And anyway, for New Yorkers, it's like the official end of the summer. If I have ammunition against someone, I'm not going to use it just to get them in trouble or just to harm them. I would never do that. I would only use that ammunition in the event where I feel like they're a threat or they're doing it to me first, then I'm going to use the ammunition against them. That's the only way. So you said the only friends you should have is someone you had for a long time and been by your side the whole time. And that's true. That is so true. Ben, I like this conversation with you. Whoa. Smart people on this live tonight. What's going on? Yes, the holiday you can't wear white off after Labor Day. I'll wear white anytime though. Love is the best thing you have in all aspects. I want to go out tonight, but I do want to go out because I don't have to work early tomorrow. Yeah, I should go out. This year, but thank you. I do deserve to go out because I haven't been. All I do is I work a lot. Okay, so you said, do you mind your business when a friend asks for advice? Do I mind my business when a friend asks for advice? depending on what kind of advice they're asking me for. If they're asking me about for any advice that's involving gossip, good evening. Any advice that's involving gossip or that could incriminate me that I said this, no, I won't. I'll mind my business. But if she's asking me about work advice, hey, what about work or something like that? Yeah, it all depends on what. Definitely. You work 4 jobs? Wow. Ah, you said you are very chill today. I like it. Thank you. I'm very chill sometimes. Sometimes I get hyped up, but I'm very chill sometimes. Hector. You like me chill? Okay, I'm gonna be more chill. I want to go out though. I just don't know why I'm feeling like fever. I guess because this dress is snatched on me, honey. Ooh, this dress is snatched. That's why I want to go out because I like the way this dress look and it's black. I love wearing black. You said chilled is the best medicine. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk now. All right, so because a friend asked me advice about a cheating partner, but she stayed with him and stopped talking to me after I gave her my true opinion. You know, when it comes to those relationships, mind your business now. It says stay when it comes to those relationships. Mind your business. I'm gonna mind my business too going forward because they will hate you because you spoke the truth. Even if you've been through the same thing, they still will hate you. Oh, thank you, Ben. Yes, you said clock. Yes, very true, right? Because if you give them relationship advice, they will hate you. Even though you love them and you want the best, they will still hate you because they love their man more than they love themselves or anybody else. Trust me, they love the man more than they love themselves or anybody else. So if you tell them the man is no good, stop spinning. God, you're controlling. Okay, I'm gonna stop spinning. I'm gonna stop spinning. Giving advice always comes back to haunt you. Exactly. Especially when it's romantic as advice. Okay. All right, let's go. My neighbor who's Guyanese always trying to sleep with every black man. That's funny. That's funny. Hold on, let me finish reading the comment. Hate me because my man don't want her. Caught her sleeping with her. Wait, what? No, girl, stop lying. Caught her sleeping with her father. Guys, I've been shocked this whole weekend. Are you telling the truth or are you just talking on this live? This is hilarious. I can't. I cannot. Hold on. This is better than going out at this point. So you're saying that's true? No, even when the thing froze because I had a phone call. Ooh, I had such a good laugh. I couldn't believe this. This is like a soap opera right now. Okay, so girl, stop. Are you serious right now? Oh, some of these girls will be jealous of you. I'm gonna tell you this, even though this is off topic. Some of these women will be so jealous of you because they can't get your man to cheat with them. Because all these men are easy. They're like hoes around town. But if your man is actually loyal, these girls are pissed, pissed, pissed. Chris, what did you say? These comments are wild. What did you say? Don't hate on the father? Like, nah, this is weird. That is so weird. Girl, this is wild. Okay. You say you don't cheat, you don't believe in it? No, I don't think all men cheat. I never think that. Some do. Some men cheat, some women cheat. But oh my God. I had such a good laugh. But yeah, it's good to mind your business and when it comes to people and their relationship because they will hate you because you told them, oh, men this, men that. They will hate you because that's just what it is. You said a lot of men do? Ben, you said a lot of men cheat? This guy says, don't hate on the father. I can't believe you said that. You said just because they do doesn't mean you have to. Me, I'm not fussy about men. Men come and go. If a man loves me and he wants to stay around, I'll welcome him. But if he wants to go, I'll just accept it. Why you... Michael, why are you laughing? What's funny? Me... Hi. Come on, that's not funny. Stop. Guys, make sure you like the live. Yeah, but it's very good to mind your business, man. But we got off topic just now. That was wild. That was so wild. Oh, wow. You know, that's sad that happened. Mm-mm-mm. It's crazy. Oh, I want to go out tonight. Go dancing. How was y'all weekend? Next weekend I'm going out, enjoy myself because this weekend my time was I was working and I was working hard. It was Labor Day weekend in New York and it's busy. I was running, working. Oh, yes, let's talk about her again, the Guyanese girl. Okay. So you said, but anyways, she can't believe there's a black man who don't want her. She would catcall him through the window once she fell down the steps running to cross paths with him in the doorway. Dang, she was chasing a man that hard? Jesus. Some of these women, they're hot in the pants, honey. Goodness, no, she was chasing a man down so hard. Oh my girl. Tell me that ain't so, because I know how these women get down. I want to do a video about how these women be throwing themselves at your man. Girl, tell me that ain't so that the girl didn't really throw herself at your man like that. She was running so much to try to catch your man and she fell. Jesus Christ. That's insane. Oh my, I gotta tell y'all a story time of one time I went out with a guy. And these girls is jumping on him like it was crazy. I don't know. I couldn't date a guy that's actually a celebrity because these girls was jumping on him. And I was like, no, they're not. I was just like, so I understand where you're coming from. Hey, I'm doing good. If you're a cheater, you're not loyal, it's best to stay single. Oops. Drip water. Oh, you said it could be difficult for a man, especially if he's attractive. What is difficult for a man and successful? What is difficult for a man, Michael? Because now we always get into this relationship conversation when it wasn't about that. But now we're here. Let's discuss it. Michael, what's difficult for a man? I need more water than this. I'm very thirsty right now. It's difficult finding someone you can trust. Well, that's true. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Somebody says you have nice enamel. I guess you're talking about my teeth, but you have no idea. Yeah, it can. I'm sure it could be difficult for a man finding someone he could trust. But you gotta wait on God's timing for the right partner. Be patient. Test the spirit. You gotta take your time with people. Some people, they're rushing. They don't want to take the time because they're not genuine. And some people are genuine, but they just want it now. Who knows? But it's good to take your time. You said you have been celibate for 6 years. Celibate, you mean? No. Oh, that's good. Nothing wrong with keeping your body to yourself. You says you see nowadays women like the wrong guys. Oh, I don't know. Some people are single. There's a lot of single people out here. And they're at peace. They're happy. You say you never married or had children. Did you want to get married and have children? I think now relationships are about SE, you know what. So that's the reason why it doesn't work. It's all about you don't get to know the person, take your time, build a connection. I think if you get to know someone and build a connection with a person, it will last longer than just going sleeping with this person, sleeping with that person. That's just me, but everybody have their own views. You said you're right. What am I right about, Ben? You says, believe it or not, I have considered a humanoid. What's a humanoid? Hi. What's a humanoid? What did I say? I said so many things. You said most women are scared of you? Why? You want a robot woman? Oh, Lord. Jesus. Oh, the SEI. Yeah, people just want to go jump in bed with people. I'm free. I'm just a humanoid. Jesus. That's an AI thingy? Be real. Go out there and look for people. Stop going. Don't go to no AI. That's not normal. Go and find people. So you want to turn to a humanoid, an AI, to get a companion. Okay. So you said in 10 years, I will see it regularly. People getting a robot so that you could tell it what to do and it won't be a real human. So you're going to get a robot as a companion. What if it beats your tail and you can't fight it back? What if it's abusive? What if that humanoid whooped that tail in that house? You can't find no piece of hunk of metal. Imagine that hunk of metal start whooping your tail in there. You can't fight that thing. That's a hunk of metal. Dear Lord. All right, so to do household activities and pick up your children from school. What? So you want, oh boy. People really want companionship, but they cannot relate to other. No, I am aware of technology. I know it's AI generated. I know that it's operated through AI and all that stuff. I see it all the time. But you want, that's what you want instead of a human being? I don't want to talk about this anymore. Yeah, get your humanoid. Get whatever makes you happy, you know? You have to interact with, it's good to interact with real human beings. That's how you grow. Oh, I am very aware training in IT myself. Yikes. A lot of people judge someone. I don't know, but I just think that you have to interact with other human beings. That's what I'm saying, instead of a machine, instead of a AI. Oh, you're from San Francisco. There's cars that drive around by themselves. All right, I understand. No, to each his own. I'm not saying you're wrong. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes anyone happy in life. Yes, whatever make you happy. You said I'm ugly? No, I'm happy that you're successful. No, that's good. Thank you. This conversation went left. We was talking about mind your business. Hi, thank you. Now we're talking about relationships. Talking about AI. Thank you. Uh, Michael says most black men are running from marriage. And why is that? Ben says, I don't want to talk about robot. Okay, Ben, we're not talking about robot. Let's off that topic. Michael says most black men are running from marriage. Why are black men running from marriage? Is it because they want to cheat in peace? Please, Michael, tell me why are black men running from marriage? Oh, you liked and subscribed. Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. I didn't even say that on the whole thing. Like and subscribe. You said black women are interested in money. What are white women interested in? What are the other races of women interested in? BB. I'm not saying it. You know how what comes in the end. BB and money or just money? What are the other races of women interested in if black women are only interested in money? He said it's not just black men, it's people, women, and men. Okay. Let's get back on topic. This guy says a lot of black men are running away from marriage because black women are only interested in money. That's where we left off at. You had a birthday party. Happy birthday, honey. We're back on topic. We're talking about, because we keep on switching the topic. Oh, it is why is the world so materialistic? Oh, and I think you just gotta pray. I think everything comes through prayer. You gotta pray for everything. Pray to God to bring you the right spouse. You love my videos? Thank you. You just pray to God to send the right person in your life and keep on praying. That's it. Because if you want stuff, the Bible says pray without ceasing. So keep on praying, and that's nonstop prayer. That you find the right person comes in your life. Yeah, so prayer. But you got to pray without ceasing, meaning pray without stopping. So if you want love and you want the right person in your life, just keep on praying. Whatever you want in your life, you just keep on praying. Because the Bible also says you have not because you ask not. So you better start asking. Start asking for what you want and start praying. That's the only way. Because like the way in the world, there's no love there. There's no support. People sleep, wake, sleep, 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 sleep. No. You want somebody that's loyal, have your back, true, somebody with substance, somebody, pray. That's it. Because only the real was going to stay around. Just pray. And you can't be afraid to be by yourself if the situation is not right. That's what I think. I don't know everything. I really don't know everything, but I think pray is going to probably lead you to the right things that's going to come into your life. That's what I think. You said a lot don't get out the house since COVID. Do you get out the house? I get out the house. I go. That's why I love going to work every day and just getting up and going every day, because I get out the house every day. I love going to work, to just get up and get out the house. Go out the house, find events to do, and you can meet people. Yeah, everything is so expensive now. That's true. So you gotta eat before you leave your house. Everything is expensive, but eat before you leave. It's still early, and I think I still want to go somewhere. That's true. It's not just food. Everything is expensive. You're right. You say you go out daily. When women see you, they are interested. So why are you still single? Okay, I hope you find the right one. Mm-hmm. You will find the right one for you. You will have your time. Anyway, guys, I'm tired. I'm glad I came live, but I'm getting off live because I got to find out what I'm going to do tonight. All right, guys. Next, I'm thinking of doing lives Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. That's what I'm thinking about doing the lives. I will put it in the community board. I think that's going to be live Tuesday, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. That's true. The right person for anyone is somebody that put in the effort and respect. Okay, that's true. Over time, someone could put in the effort for a very short period of time, but sustained efforts. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Be blessed. Later.